Let's get the day started. Another great warm sunny day in California. So, a lot of people wanted me to start recording, I guess, the build and everything after seeing pictures on Instagram, and figured might as well start off with the first and biggest project that has happened lately. Kind of a nuisance, is a new gas tank. I'll show you guys what I'm working with over here. You can see I just kept, it would start off as a pinhole, but I just kept temp installing it with JB. Eventually it just keeps eating through until I found a nice tank. This one's got to beat up a little bit. Not too bad. I'm kind of curious to see what the inside looks like though. I have a slight issue with my sending unit where it doesn't fill up all the way, which a lot of times it's common in 240s. Things like that happen. And they go out, and I'm also curious to see if the pump was getting ready to go out, because sometimes on cold start it would have like a weird issue where it wouldn't want to fire up right away. So I already took the liberty of getting ready to run out the fuel pump and everything like that. So open it up and get ready to disconnect the battery and everything and relieve the fuel pressure. Now, if you're looking at in these vague instruction manual, which sometimes isn't that bad to look at, have as a reference point, but on page 515 starts fuel tank, not 200sx, 240. This is actually a 93. Doesn't run up to 93, but should be really similar. Basically, it shows you everything, tells you to release the fuel pressure, disconnect the battery, all that other good stuff, and prep for it. So I have work later on, so this will probably be a short little segment, recordings cropped in between to make up for time, make it all one good video, but just bear with me. Alright. Disconnect the battery. I've already pulled the fuel pump fuse and drained out the fuel pump, so shouldn't be any pressure there. Let's see. I already relieved the pressure, but just make sure there's no pressure at all. Let's see what we're working with. I'll just remove this bad boy. My trunk doesn't look that good, but it's getting there. It's slowly piecing this thing together. And this car fuel pump right there. Let's see. That just looks jammed in there. What we got? 2. Looks like 10s, maybe. We'll find out. So we'll get this one pulled out first before we put it on jacks and start pulling the lines and dropping the tank. So I need this bad boy. I need this. I don't really need an extension, but I'll probably get it in a minute. We'll try this 10, see where we're at. Yeah, it's a 10. It's already kind of loose. That one's not a 10, though. That one's a 10. I mean, someone probably opened this beforehand and probably just mixed and matched bolts. Let's take this. Let's put all the hardware in. Screwdriver. Yeah, this is a whole new thing for me, recording and stuff like that. I don't really like the sound of my voice on camera. Not really comfortable with it, but a lot of people wanted me to start recording instead of posting like 100 million pictures of each step and depth. So, figured I would give it a shot and see if it works. And I notice on a lot of channels you don't really see like the first person aspect of things and how they're done. And sometimes I'd like that reference, so I figured instead of being redundant with a lot of material, I might as well just make one in first person. Yeah, this thing is old. Definitely gonna clean that before I put it back. Okay, now that we can relieve those two screws, remove the cover for the connector for the harness. That looks like 410s. So remove those. Hope this style of recording kind of helps a lot of people, takes interest for a lot of people. I figured it'd be a little bit different than the usual, posting a bunch of cameras around, different shots, and I'm not much of a vlogger. Like I said, I'm not used to talking to the camera yet, so it's kind of odd for me. So I don't plan on having anything about me in the channel. It's just going to be basically about the cars, good car references for people to look back to, just help people out. Alright, take this off. What do we got here? Alright, those look like 8s. 2 clamps, and this is really dirty. That 25, 30-year-old grime. So we'll just slide this down in here for right now. Yeah. Before I remove those, though, I think I'm going to remove these, just so this is braced down before I loosen these. So, get what we need out of here. Needle nose shouldn't do. Actually, I want maybe the angled ones, but I'll take this one too. And just in case I need to wedge it a little bit, some flatheads. Let's see here. I'm going to end up replacing these lines too, so most of the time you're probably going to want to watch when you back this off that it doesn't fall. I personally don't care because, like I said, I'm going to replace all these. I'm going to try to put all the steel braided lines on it. I've got the Walbro 255 upgrade coming in. I got that fresh tank that I cleaned out. A lot of people probably saw a bunch of it on Instagram, freshly painted, rust free, just had some gunk in it. Other than that, pretty clean. So when I put the RB in, it's gonna have nice fresh motor, not motor, nice fresh tank, everything going in. So let's see, let's try to back this off first. And just crackled off. You hear the fuel. got those lines off. So now I'll start loosening these. I should have grabbed the 8 when I was over there, but I don't need a small adapter. I think my 8 is super small, not 9. Thought that was 8. This guy's 7. I'm getting in between. This guy is the 8. Sweet. Yeah, just in case, I'll bring an extension. I always like using extensions, it makes things easier. Okay. Drained most of the tank, so it'd be completely empty by the time I swap this. So I just drove it around, besides it leaking out of the pinhole a little bit and dropping fuel as well, so the tank should be pretty much empty. Have a gander on the inside and see what we're working with. I'm just curious. Wonder if there's a lot of buildup, grime and dirt. Hell, on that one right there, when I cleaned it up, it had looked like a piece of newspaper or something in there. I don't know how it got in there, but that definitely ain't good. I'm kind of curious on how well it'll fire up and maintain a good fire with new fresh tank and pump and lines. Alright. Give me some gloves. We're just going to try to twist and pull off. Let me just remove these clamps. Keyword try. No, we got all my hardware there. There we go. Let's see what we got. Man, even though I ran it down to E, there's still a lot of fuel in there. Got the unit out. Just let her drip there for a minute. It does look a little rusty. Sock definitely looks dirty. Look like some of the insulation started to come off of this pump. This pump is definitely old. Let's see with this arm. I'll look more into that. It looks like, yeah, it goes all the way to the top. Maybe it's something with the actual bracket starting to go out or something. Alright. Up and out. Put you in there. Let's see in here. Let me get a light, just so you guys can see as well. At least maybe a little bit, hopefully. This little guy. Doesn't honestly look too bad. I mean, I see some old grime in there, but for the most part, it doesn't look bad. Pretty clean tank. Maybe up there on the wall on the side, you got some rust. Towards the bottom, not, but that can be easily scrubbed. Or did the vinegar trick and treat it. Yeah, not too bad. Alright, so we got that disconnected. Next we can just break the lugs off on that, pull the tire off, pull that little area off, put it on jacks, start prepping the pump to take off. Probably seal that up in a minute. Probably just gonna throw that back down in there for right now. Throw a couple screws on it, at least until I'm ready to drop it. Just so it's sealed a little bit. Alright, you know what? I think I'm probably just gonna throw some duct tape over it for right now. Oops. Okay, hold there. I don't know how well it's getting old, especially since it's old. I actually think I need this. You're supposed to get renew seals. I'm probably gonna try to pick one up, but I don't think this one has one. So actually, yeah, let me, in case I can't find one, I'm just trying to swap it on. Let me at least get this seal. So I'll put that right there and get that cleaned. Probably put too much tape on that. Yeah, because I was thinking about it just a minute ago, and I was like, I don't know if I want to throw the sending unit back in there. I kind of want to clean it up and try to figure out maybe I can get it to read full. Mine always stops right at about the quarter to the full. And it seems to go all the way down, so it just doesn't fill up all the way. Now I'm wondering what that could be. I'll just run a couple more and then get the breaker bar. Start doing that. That way also this place doesn't start smelling like a hardcore fuel pit. As you can see out there in my driveway, when it was leaking, it already started smelling like a fuel pit and looking all ugly. Whatever, I'm just laying you down. Lay like 2 vert way. And then that should be it. It might be a good stopping point when I get it up on jacks. That way I can also get ready for work later, and I'll just end up combining the video and making it look nice, chopping it up. So alright, next I'll get a torque wrench, not a torque wrench, breaker bar. One of the best tools I ever had besides PB Blaster is a good old breaker bar. Helps knock a lot of that crap off. And then where'd my other attachment go? Oh well. I actually think this locking one is, I don't need can't wait till I change that. Slowly getting everything right in the interior. Yeah, that's the locking key, so I need that. Alright. Just gonna break the torque on them. I mean, technically it wouldn't matter anyways, because I can break them anyways with the e-brake pulled, but I'll just do them on the ground. So we're definitely gonna need to get into this well. The fuel spout is this one I got didn't come with it, so I'm either gonna see how hard it is to remove the spout in that area, or we're just gonna pull the whole thing out and the spout and swap them. I don't even know where this guy came from, but a good scrounge home. Alright. It sucks too because I just bought new couches, so everything's all in a mess, and clearing out a lot of parts, selling a lot of parts online. But I can maneuver around. There we go. Get on the side. You know what? I just noticed looking up. I better lower this a little bit for now. Just lower it. Don't want it to hit the roof. Get her up pretty high. Still trying to dial this car in too. Trying to get all adjustables. And I notice my alignment's slightly off. You'll probably see in a minute. These are one. I think that should be good. Yeah, getting all the body panels straight, getting ready for paint, and spending all the money on the RB. I'll put you right there for right now. So at the moment, things have been running low, and then little maintenance fixes such as leaky gas tank. That boot needs to get changed soon, but I barely drive the car. I maybe daily it to work and back, and that's it. And I'm only like 5 minutes from work, so yeah, that's gonna get changed out soon. You can get some D-Max inner tie rods and outers, and saw one I was gonna buy. Hopefully it goes through, and then get a new boot. Okay. You need to come back a little bit. I can't. There we go. And what about you? You're good about right there. Alright, cool. Made it slightly a little taller in the rear so I can get around in the rear. Now the fun part, trying to work my way in here with all this crap. But over there was tighter, so I shouldn't have any issues. Where you at, Mr. Frame Rail? Missed it. Depth perception off. Okay, there. Alright. I'm actually probably going to move the jacks to the frame rail, actually. Give me some more height. More. That's probably definitely high enough. But I should be able to move these onto the frame rail. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I'm gonna get to that later. Do I want it on the frame rail, or do I want it down here? I'm gonna go about the frame rail first. I don't feel like I need it that high. Just about there. So I can bring her down a little bit. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Oh, long ways. Sounded like it contacted. Let's see where we're at on the front. Okay, slightly back. Right there. Right there. Put you over there for now. Cool. So we got it on jacks. We could take this tire off. Probably put her over here. Put you right there. Oops. Alright. Now, let's get this tire off. And then we'll just take a quick gander underneath and see what we're working with, and then I'll probably close the video out there. Old ass lug nuts. Still in the process of replacing a lot of this that was previous owner stuff. Only had the car for about a year and a half now, almost 2. I had a RX-7 FC before this, and I had fun with that, learning rotary. I've always wanted to learn how they work. I was always scared to get them because of all the rumors and the talk that you hear. But it was fun experience. It was actually one of the most reliable cars I ever had. All you have to do is just do all the reliability mods, which is mainly just cooling issues. You get all that squared away and you're good to go. Of course, it wasn't good gas. She would drink a lot, but it's all good. Yeah. It's definitely a time where I wish I had the impact. Just lay that right here. Let's get this off. So, this is the panel that needs to go. Oh, you know, it's been zipped on, so I'm guessing someone had partially taken it off. Screw there. There's one of the straps. Feels like an 18. Okay, so we got one there. Let's look at what else we got. We got one there. Okay, so that's a strap. That's a strap. And then you got the one holding the next spout. And should be it. The tank should drop. Alright. So I'll close the video out on this one. Start back off tomorrow. I got work to do and stuff, so during the week I only have a limited time to work on this, but I feel like I got a lot done for the meantime. I hope the video helps people out and hope y'all enjoy it. I mean, if people are liking it, then I'll just keep doing this, then taking a lot of pictures and just posting them. But thanks for watching, and tune in tomorrow for the next video. Thank you.